Howdy y'all, welcome to Travel the Board. I'm Corey.
I'm Scott.
And we are going to do our 30 through 21 in our top 100 games of all time series here. This series has been rocking and rolling. We're having a lot of fun. Scott's doing his top 50. I started all the way back at 100. So, be sure you go back and watch the whole series. I played so many new games this year. We both did. I think we played a new, not repeat, not extra plays, just brand new to us, 150 games or something this year. So we really rocked them out this year. This was a really fun year. 2025 games that came out too, not just games from 24, 23 back and back. 2025 games this year were really good. So this was a really big year in gaming in my opinion. So this year's list almost feels a little extra special.
Oh yeah. It definitely shook up a lot for me this year.
Oh yeah, I mean, I literally had something fall over 200 spots. So I had some shakeup. Yeah, we're going to get into this one. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's start at number 30. Right? Yeah, I had to think about it. All right, number 30.
My number 30 came up on our previous video under your camp.
Okay.
But it was predominantly its little sister that came up with a little bit more pizzazz. But I honestly prefer the big brother.
Oh, I've had both come up already.
I know.
Okay.
I'm with you though. Ark Nova is the better version.
So Sanctuary didn't crack the 50.
Mm-mm.
But would it have been the 100?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I really like the complexity, the crunchiness of this game. I agree, it's definitely not for everyone, but it is for me.
This game does something, in my opinion, it's kind of wild. It's kind of the same thing Scythe does. It's so popular that I'm surprised these big games are as popular as they are. You would think that the people who don't because we're not saying they're large, they're large games, but they're in that high mid game. There are some people that refuse to play anything than low mid or lower, but they still play this.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone plays this.
It's just cute animals, my guy.
It is cute animals, and you're making a zoo.
You're making a little zoo. You're building little houses for your monkeys. What's not to like?
The thing I love in this one compared to Sanctuary is that I didn't mention when I picked it was the variable habitat sizes in your zoo. Whereas in Sanctuary it's just one tile. This one it's you've got your variable. You can have your reptile house. You can have your aviary. You've got all these different things you can add in. I really like that.
That's honestly the breaking point for me because the two tracks meeting, that's neat and all. I like that, but I didn't need that. That doesn't make this a much better game in my opinion. But the building the habitats and having to think about the placement of it instead of just I have an animal tile and it goes on the board. That's what the part I enjoy. I'm planning my little zoo and there's the unique the reptile houses that have a very specific weird shape. Is it worth investing in that or do I go a completely different strategy?
Right, because then you got to fill it too. And then Sanctuary does this too, but I feel the petting zoo aspect of Sanctuary is just kind of there, whereas I feel it can be a main strat in Ark Nova, but you got to go in on it. You got to decide, I will have a petting zoo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, in Sanctuary you could have a petting zoo, but because it's a shorter game, the tiers of a petting zoo were it's only 3 tiers as opposed to 5, I think, in here. So, and the time we played Sanctuary, I think there were only 2 or 3 petting zoo cards that came up at all. So this is another game where the play is really good at 2, but this is a 3 or 4 player game.
How do you feel about the giant deck? Because that's a huge pull for a lot of people. Is there's 200 to 300 cards plus once you add the expansion, there's even more. For me, that's not a pull for me.
That is I like variability, but that's the reason for me that this is a 3 or 4 player game. Nothing about the game other than the massive stack of cards makes it better with more players, but more players means you get to see more cards.
You get to see more cards. Yeah, because that's something that both Ark Nova and Sanctuary both do well is you've got that river of cards, but you can only go so far up the river in your selection that sometimes I feel it happens in both games. It's actually, in my opinion, the one real knock I would have is that a lot of times you can't get to those later cards for a while. But everybody will argue there's ways to do it. It's yeah, there is, but then you're taking worse options to do it, which gets the trade-off, but at the same time it's I don't want to do that. Yeah. So I don't know, that's my one thing is I wish that the river was more accessible, I guess.
Yeah, or dynamic, new cards came out more often.
Yeah, maybe every round it wiped.
Yep.
It just full wiped every round. I don't know, maybe.
There's enough deck there for you to...
There's so much deck, yeah. Yeah, it's a great pick. Obviously it's Ark Nova. It was literally on my last list, and Sanctuary was on the list for that. The whole series I think is fantastic. So yeah, my number 30 is down 15 slots from last year. It was number 15, like battling for that top 10 set, but it's dropped 15 spots. And looking at like the games to come as I was like making my top 100 for this year, it has nothing to do with how good this game is, because God, it's so good. It's just we played some great games. Century Spice Road. For me, so other people might disagree. For me, when I look at this game, I see Math the board game.
Yes.
That's what I see. Because, like, in my brain, I don't see the different spices. I see the numbers 1 to 4, and how do I make a 2 a 4, and how do I make a 4 a 1 and a 3, and how do I make this, that, and how do I make this, that, and this, that, just back and forth like crazy. That's what I love. And then, like, having the strategy, all right, I think Scott's going for that card, but I think I can get there in time. But I also need to plan, what if he beats me? Then I can pivot to that card. Like, I love that. And there's also the constant battle for the first and second position cards that get the gold and the silver coins that are worth extra points. So you're all kind of going for the same thing, but you can also ignore it as a strategy and be like, I can get whatever I want because I'm not going for that gold card. That's what they're all going for. So, like, I don't know, there's so much strategy and depth behind this. But for me, I just love solving the math problem of going 4 and 2, and I can make this 2 a 3, and this 3 can become a 1 and a 4, and I just doing that math is what I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Solid engine builder, and spoiler alert, pared down engine builders come up a lot later in my list. I really thoroughly enjoyed. The theme's nice and all, but if we're being honest, this is a very bare bones engine builder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%, 100%. Like engine builder, deck builder type deal. Well, it's not really deck building because you got your whole, but whatever, you get the point. It's really good. It's really, really good. Mm-hmm. And plus, this is something that came up in our top 10 mechanics video. Is I'm a sucker for rivers of cards. I love rivers. The moment I see that more is coming and this gets cheaper, this gets worth more points, like just the mechanic of how rivers work, I just really enjoy.
It's solid.
Well, because like talking about the example of like you're going for the card that has the gold piece on it. Mm-hmm. I can plan to know that you're going to get the gold and Lucas is going to get the silver within like the next 2 turns, and that card that I'm wanting when I'm ready to buy it will be the gold card. Mm-hmm. Like I can plan for that. I enjoy that. I love that. So yeah, Century Spice Road. It was my number 15 last year. It fell all the way to 30, but I mean it's still my top 30 of all time. I've just played some fantastic games. So. Century Spice Road.
Yeah, that one almost made my list, but there's others I like better.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's one of the simpler versions of what it does. Mm-hmm. Like, because there's other games that do almost the same stuff, but more robust.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that.
My number 29, repeat from last year, and this is the second game on my list that I haven't played, but I know for a fact I'm going to love it because I've seen it played. And because I have an obscene amount of time in the computer version of the game. And that's
I know.
Slay the Spire.
Yeah, Slay the Spire.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the few board games I can legitimately say stuck the landing from video game to board game. There's so many
rare.
board games that just don't do it.
I've heard that the new, just a side tangent, I heard that the new Terraria game that came out this year actually did really well.
No,
like in the conversion. I've not played the video game or the board game.
Me neither.
But I've heard it stuck it really well. But anyway, I just heard that.
They took a single player deck building video game which allowed for a level of complexity that could never work in a card game because it's a video game. They can do a lot of things they can't do in physical media. Mm-hmm. And then they converted it to a co-op game that is still a deck builder using all of the same original cards from the video game and reflavoring them and changing the math so it all works in a co-op game. They did all of that and it worked.
I mean, honestly, that's impressive.
It's super
Well, especially
impressive.
for the size of the game. It's one thing to take like a video game, theme and slap it on a small game. Mm-hmm. But to make that, because it's a massive box, it's a massive game. To be able to do that is impressive.
Because just about everything you can do in the video game, you can do in the card and in the board game, like almost 1-to-1. Like some of the later edition stuff from the video game, yeah, it's not in there, but we're not missing that much. But literally every single card, artifact, weapon that's in the video game is in the card game, and they made it all work.
So we always kind of talk about how I'm not a cooperative gamer. This is one that I could end up being wrong or whatever. This is one that I genuinely think when I finally get to play it might end up being my favorite cooperative game of all time. Because I remember I asked you for our board game retreat this year to bring it, and we just didn't get to it. And when we left, it was my biggest regret game. That it's like I wanted to play that and we just didn't get to it. So like hopefully soon we'll get to it because I don't want to say it will, but when you tell me there's a chance this could be my favorite cooperative game ever, I want to try it. So we'll see. But I mean, it's a good pick, and it's another Scott game. Yeah, this game screams Scott. Yeah. Okay. My number 29? Yep, 29. It has dropped 12 spots from last year, so it's number 18. So not as far as Stone Age, but I love it. We talked about it in one of our previous videos when I brought up Lords of Waterdeep. It is one of the, pioneer worker placement games in the hobby. Stone Age! I love Stone Age. A lot of people don't like the randomness of the dice. It's one of the things I like about this game, actually, is this doesn't feel like, a big crunchy game. This feels like a game that you're just playing to enjoy. You're trying to win, but you're just playing to enjoy. It's like you've got those moments that's like, I got one dude left. Let's gamble. Send him to gold. I have to roll a 4 or 5, whatever. Let's gamble and send him over there and see what happens. Because you're like, he's not going to really do much. Let's just go for it. And it's just fun. And then you can mitigate for those of you that hate the dice rolling with the tools. And then two of the most famous things in gaming, I would argue, is the Love Shack and the dice cup.
Yes.
Those two things in this game, you mention them and people know what you're talking about.
Yep.
It's just iconic. And here's in my opinion, a cool story, however you want to view it for Corey. I remember, and I'll never forget, because they got me into gaming. My first 3 board games I ever bought were Catan, One Night Werewolf, and Stone Age. Those were the first 3 board games I ever purchased, and it did not regret it. Just like so many people, I watched Stone Age on Tabletop. And the moment I saw it, I was enthralled. I was like, I must play this game. And I love it. It's one of those that, you always talk about, it will make the list. I mean, clearly it's going to make my list for a while. It's 29. A lot of games got to jump it to knock it off. But, I just could not imagine a world where this isn't in my top 100.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm about to say, I love one of those 3 games you listed, and it's on this table.
It's fair. I will say, this one has a weird spot for me. It does something really weird, in my opinion. It is one of the only games I own and like where I like it better without the expansion.
I like the expansion.
I like the expansion. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it would not be my number 29 of all time with the expansion. It would be 80-something. I enjoy it, but I think it makes the base game worse, if that makes sense. It's still a good game, but I think the base game is better.
I disagree.
I just feel like the bones become too important. Too important. Instead of being an aspect of the game, they are the game.
A little. Well, not necessarily. It's just, you can't ignore them.
You can't ignore them.
If you let someone keep getting them, they're going to win.
Well, that's what I like in expansions, is something that you can kind of ignore. It's like, you have another avenue. Yeah. Not, now you must do this. There is a thing you must do.
Well, someone must do it.
Someone must do.
Well, if you're playing with more than 2 people, then yes, someone must do. But if you're playing a 2-player game, you kind of have to trade it back and forth.
Yeah. But also, it's so powerful that you kind of have to do it because it's so strong. It's like, you may not win if you don't do it.
It's the same way with the Love Shack, though. That's my one complaint is, there's one spot that's always going to be in contention until, the last 2 turns.
And the food spot.
Yeah, those two. You're either... You're going to go for one of those 2 the first 5 to 10 rounds of the game. Easy peasy. I didn't get that one? Okay, I'm getting that one then.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong, but I don't know. Like I said, I still like it with the expansion. I just like it better without. And also one of the funniest stories in gaming, in my opinion, where they literally named the expansion, everyone hated it, so that when they re-released the expansion, they just called it the expansion. But don't worry, everybody. We'll always remember, style is the goal.
My 28. Corey's going to talk about the art. We're going to cross that bridge when we come to it, but not yet. This is a game where part of it is pure nostalgia, and part of it is just giving them their flowers, because talk about deck building, there's one game that should always come to your mind, and that is Dominion. Yeah. They made the game. The game for deck building. And their art direction is whack. We all need to agree that they need to pick 1, maybe 2 art styles, and they picked more than that, and it is odd.
I'm just keeping quiet. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. I have nothing at all nice to say.
That is not true.
It did it first.
And some would say it still did it best.
It did it first.
They're still making expansions.
The art sucks so bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. The art is so bad.
Some of it is not good.
The art is so bad.
It's not about the art, and some
So
of it
bad.
is good.
It's another one of those games too that's like, it's not a game, it's a mechanic.
It's several mechanics layered into one big mechanic.
Yes.
But yes, I like that. I want more of that. I like building decks.
To each their own. I understand because, I mean, again, go to like the BGG Top 100. It's loved. I mean, there's so many expansions because it is loved. This is one of those, I'm aware I'm in the minority. I'm aware that there might be people on my front lawn with pitchforks and torches after this video comes out. I'm fine with it. I don't like Dominion. I just don't. I never will. You can't make me. Get off my lawn.
Well, I can make you.
I refuse.
Give me time.
It's like, I'm not going to argue with people and say like, oh, you know, don't like the game that 95% of people like.
Mm-hmm.
Like the minority on this one isn't just like, oh, this or that. It's like, no. We can fit at one lunch table. But we're going to sit over there and talk trash the whole time.
But Dominion, I like it.
There you go.
What's your 28?
My number 28 is a game that me and Scott both love so much that we did a whole video on this game, and it was one that I think did pretty well, and people really seemed to like it, especially because the comment section basically just told us we suck at the game. But we did our top 5 and bottom 5 Disney villainous characters. Disney Villainous is a game that, because me and Scott played through every single villain together over this past year, like, this is a game that, in my opinion, means a lot to, like, our friendship and, like, just, you know, us, and it really made me just, like, re-love this game again. Like, I love this game, but us playing it so much together this year and then making that video really just made me fall in love with the game again. So, Disney Villainous is great. This is the original, not the newer one that came out where they fixed some of the characters and rebalanced them. This is the original, but I have all of them. If you can kind of see them over here, I literally own everything. Mm-hmm. I am not, this is an important note in my opinion, I am not including Star Wars and Marvel in this. In my opinion, those are similar but different, and I like Disney better. So, yeah. I'm not going to trash on Star Wars and Marvel because I enjoy them, but like, if this is whatever, we're in my top 30, 9.5 or a 10 or whatever, the others are like 7s. Like, they're fine. Disney is peak. It's fantastic. The characters are great. There's so much variety at this point, and they're still coming out with characters. We literally just got Davy Jones and Tamatoa at Gen Con this year, and I'm just waiting to see what they come out next year. Because they've kind of learned. I think they released a new expansion at Gen Con every year. Like, they've kind of learned that's where they're going to sell it.
They're going to ride that until the wheels fall off.
Oh, 100%. And, like, there's always the conversation of, like, who's next? We're excited for this. And now they've, like, and for me, they've started branching off into Pixar. And I'm waiting for that Chef Skinner because I love Ratatouille. Ratatouille is one of my favorites, so I'm waiting on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Disney Villains.
Give me Tron.
Give
it to me.
That would be good. Mm-hmm. That would be good.
You can put it in one of those single deck boxes. I'll still buy it.
Why have they done Tron yet?
I know, right?
That feels like free money.
Yeah, and they could even have 2 because they have Master Computer and the general guy whose name escapes me. But give me Tron, please.
We talk about this sometimes about how Yellow's stupid for not having miniatures in King of Tokyo. It's like, do you hate money? That feels like free money.
Yeah. Everyone forgets Disney owns Tron.
I know.
Everyone.
Is it because like the new movie or whatever like was loved but not beloved?
I love it.
Yeah.
Daft Punk did the whole album, my guy.
Oh, I agree. But I just feel like it was loved, not beloved. If that makes sense.
I disagree, but I am biased.
That's fair.
All right, my number 27 is a new to me game, and I think this is the first game that came out this year on my list, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Ooh, first one?
I think so.
But not the highest.
Not the highest.
Not the highest, okay.
Yeah. And that is...
2025 game. Oh, yeah. Luthier is great.
I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Because at first I thought it was just going to be resource management, but I spent the entire game putting on large musical performances and going, I don't need to do the rest of that stuff. I just got to be the best at this.
Yeah.
And it was surprisingly fun.
It was.
Especially considering, like, all of the historical references in here with all of the truly famous composers and even benefactors. The history buffs will go, oh, yeah, I see what they did there. And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
There is also enough choices in this game that you could not do something the entire game. Like you could, like one of the choices, the entire game, you may not do it. Because there's so many choices you can do. And there's so many different strategies you can do. Like, off the top of my head, the last time we played, I think it was like a 2-point game at the end. Like, neck and neck. And your main strategy of putting on those performances, I don't think I did one the whole game.
You did one.
Yeah, I did one. I did one the whole game, and like we had a 2-point spread. So that's my point. Like you have so many different things you can do. So, but yeah, it's a very good game. Paverson Games literally followed up Distilled with this.
So good.
So far, they're batting 1,000.
They really are.
What's next? You know, like it's number one company right now because they only do have the 2 games. So, but like, you know, they're the number one company because of their track record at this point. That's like the moment a game comes out, I'm listening. You know what I mean? So keep your eye on Paverson. They're doing big things.
Sure are.
And the production quality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the tiers of the different versions of this game. Granted, the top tier is just like, they're out there looking, they're hunting whales. We all know they're hunting whales, but it's really pretty.
I take offense to that.
It's only because you actually didn't get the biggest.
I didn't get the biggest. I wanted it. They were sold out.
They broke you.
They were sold out. I wanted it. They were literally sold out. See, you didn't get the full effect of the game either. It might go higher on your list. I didn't get the dice tower that plays music.
I know, that is pretty cool.
I didn't get that. It was so neat. But yeah. Anyway, Paverson killing it. Luthia, it's great. I can't disagree. All right, my number 27. This game was a shock for me in the sense that it dropped 8 spots. I thought it would rise. Like, because I like it more this year than I did last year because we played with the expansions for the first time. I was positive I would like this game more this year, and I do. But that should tell you how many great games we played this year because it dropped 8 spots. If you would have asked me to bet $100 before I made my top 100, oh, it's rising. 100%. I just played too many good games this year. But my game that I like more this year than last year because I played with the expansions is Quacks of Quedlinburg. Oh, the expansions were so good.
Yeah.
I love this game for years. I love this game for years. And because I love Push Your Luck. I'm a gambler. I love doing that type of thing. And you said it when this game came up on your list. In my opinion and in yours, the best Push Your Luck game. It does it the best. And oh my goodness, the expansions were good. I loved it. I love the, adding the bowl where your extra components can go into per points. And then the best part of the game was that track across the top where you kind of specialize into a field and you can give you bonus stuff, like the little, like the dropper at the top, where like you get, because like we played completely different games in a way. Because I chose the one that basically gives you free resources. You chose the one that gave you a pool of points and then you distributed those points to get stuff. So, and like the different playability of those characters alone was enough. I think that one was it actually gives you a specific disease to fight or something like that. But then not just that, you had the witches where you had a coin for each of the witches that gave you different powers that you could use throughout the game. The expansions were so good. It just added on to an already fantastic game. And like I said, I would have bet genuine money that it would have rose this year, but I just played some great games this year. So.
Again, Corey's throwing a lot of hate about art still. The new Quacks version, Corey can't stand, so it's the original Quacks of Quedlinburg or nothing for him, and I tend to agree on this one. I like this art a lot better too. But it doesn't really matter because you're staring at a cauldron in either one. It's just the box art. I played this game for the first time with Corey. I know for a fact he would let me borrow his copy whenever he wants, but I told myself, like, I need to own my own copy. I need this game on tap, anytime, shoot from the hip. If I need someone who wants to play a Push Your Luck game, I have it. It's this one right here. I'm not going to play any other game because this is the Push Your Luck game. It's the good one.
Yeah, like, because we always say, I'm the gambler of the group. I love Push Your Luck. I want them to make a Push Your Luck your game I will like better than this because I want them to. But it's going to be hard because this is the Push Your Luck game of the hobby, in my opinion. And like I said, so let me rephrase this too, just because you do have people who there's a taboo to this word. It's not gambling; it's Push Your Luck. We just we know Corey likes Push Your Luck because I like gambling. But yeah, I just want to clarify that for people who haven't heard of this game because there is a little bit of a taboo to the idea of gambling. This is a Push Your Luck, pull from a bag, yay or nay. I like this token.
Yeah, you're gambling with statistics.
So gambling with statistics, but it's a great game, and like also not just that, like because all bag builders are in a way push your luck. When it comes to bag building games, this is one of the best. Like most people think of Orleans when they think of bag builders. For me, I would say Quacks over Orleans for the bag building concept. But most people go to Orleans. But yeah, bag building, push your luck, fantastic. All right, 26.
My 26 is a game that is very group dependent. And in our group, Lucas and I have a special bond and love for this game. It is All Rise. It is so good. If you have any public speaking skills whatsoever, this game will sing for you. If you don't, it's not gonna be fun. I'll go ahead and say it. If you have zero public speaking skills, it's gonna be a bit of an awkward mess. But if you do, it's great.
Yeah. I agree, this is a great game. It at one point was really high for me. And it's not like I had a bad experience or anything. Like, that's not the words I'm going to use. I have learned, especially in the time of massaging my top 100, to take a game in its entirety, not just its peak. I'm not saying that's what you did, but like at its peak, this is arguably top 10 at its peak. But for me, it does have a low. And because it has that low, it brings it down for me. It's like somewhere 120, 130, 140, somewhere in there. It's like outside top 100, but it's not that far away. Because the peak is incredible. Yes. But like, you can't really have anybody like be the people that are doing the stuff in the game. And like that for me is like it brings it down. Like, you know, like for example, in our group, we've got a lot of smart people in our group. I'm not going to argue that. They are very smart people. But I would argue the only two people in our group that are shiners when it comes to that position is you and Lucas.
Yep.
Like, we've got people who'd be like that next level could do pretty good. The next people that'd be like, okay, sure. And then, you know, the people that's like, let's not do that. You know what I mean? Like, let's not do that. That's just how it goes. And but because it has those levels, because people have different skills, you know, some people don't have that talent. Because there are those levels, it just brings it down for me. But I agree. When it's, just for example, our group, when it's you and Lucas, I will sit and watch this like you would a marathon of your favorite TV show. I'll watch it all day long. But just those levels bring it down for me. But I understand. I totally get it. It's just for me, the peaks and valleys.
Yep. I mean, I wholeheartedly agree that this runs contrary to a lot of the games I put on this list because, like, hey, I can play with anyone. I know for a fact I cannot play this with a lot of people.
Well, at least not without putting them just in the jury.
Well, yeah. That is kind of the backup is like, hey, we have two players who are going to be duking.
All right, my number 26 is, in my opinion, the number one game that's like, at this point in time for board gamers, like throw it in your pocket, bring it to a game night. If you got 15 minutes, just knock it out. Sea Salt and Paper. I absolutely love it. Bruno Catala, you know, I'm always going to sing his praises. My favorite designer. I think this has shot up the list of games for people to play. I think it's number one on Board Game Arena for like number of times played because it's so fast. It's so easy to play. The strategy is so fun. Both of the expansions are super fun. It's actually funny. I say both expansions are fun. I'm expecting the second one to be fun because I haven't got it yet. At two different conventions now, I've tried to pick up the newest expansion. And at PAX Unplugged, where I just got back from, I went up to the guy who had both Sea Salt and Paper and the first expansion sitting at the register, went up to him and I was like, do you have the new one? And he was like, we sold out in 5 minutes. I was like, okay. And I just had to leave with nothing in my hands, which made me sad. But yeah, Sea Salt and Paper is fantastic. Anytime I go to a game night, it's just going to be in my pocket. I can almost promise you, if you see me somewhere, we're playing games that night, this will be with me. I will play this many, many times to come.
Yeah, and this falls in the same category for me as Quacks, where I played Corey's copy and immediately knew I had to have my own copy, even though I could borrow his. It's just a perfect in-between game, and you can play it with anyone. It falls into that category, and it's only like a, $15, $20 game?
Yeah, if that. I mean, I think, because we, in our Amazing Board Game Race video, 2 of the 3 of us actually bought this game for our collection, and off the top of my head, I think I paid $15 for it, something like that.
I mean, the winner didn't buy it.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Scott wins every challenge, but it's fine. Yeah, number 26, Sea Salt and Paper. Oh, and I need to say this too, because I can't remember if this was on the recording or not. that for those of you who don't know why so many games have fell down my list this year, it's because, like, I was talking about how I thought Five Tribes would rise, but it fell. It's because this is my number 26. My 26 through 19 are all brand new to the list. So you can blame these 7 games for why so many other games had to fall, because these 7 are just fantastic. I loved every one of them. But yeah.
My number 25, it's in that awkward category I've talked about in previous videos where I haven't played it, and I wanted to take some of those off my list this year to put games I've actually played, but I've kind of already played.
Yeah, you've kind of played this one.
Yeah, it's Battle of Hoth, because I technically haven't played the contents of this box, but I've played its cousin, Memoir 44, a lot.
Yeah.
And it's instead of World War II, it's Star Wars. So more people will play it with me, and I love Star Wars, so why wouldn't this be a direct replacement for me?
Yeah. So number 25, this is where Memoir 44 would have fell for you.
Exactly.
So this has not, because you are a Star Wars fan, this has not gotten the Battle of Hoth bump, is what I'm going to call it, because I think you'll like it better personally. So I think next year this could rise for you, because it will be where it's supposed to be with the bump.
Very likely, yes.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but I genuinely think this will rise for you. I really do. And also, like, something that Memoir 44, because I'm noticing it here on the box as well, doesn't get enough credit for as a World War II game. This is 30 minutes, and I believe it.
Yeah, actually, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a quick, easy game to give you that feeling.
Yeah, for, like, tactical miniatures, you're deploying squads and actually doing combat. Yeah, it does all that in 30 minutes.
Well, so, like, I'll give you a quick example. So, like, Iliad was on my list before. These are obviously very different games, but the whole idea behind these games is just tactical placement, right? Like, that's the primary mechanic, is tactical placement. And they're both about 30-ish minutes. This is the size box you would expect, not this. So this is giving you a bigger, fun game with a similar-ish feeling-ish, like tactical placement, I mean, but better.
Yes.
Yeah, so no, I just want to sing that praises.
110. Battle of Hoth.
Yeah, love it. Alright, my number 25 is a game that I feel like has just found its place in gaming, and it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Lost Ruins of Arnak. It's been out for a few years now. The expansions are coming out. The big box version's coming out. Like, I think everyone at this point has welcomed Lost Ruins of Arnak into their collections, or at least played it, enjoyed it, whatever. This is a game that I can see being talked about in 10 years. Not saying it'll be like Scythe or Wingspan or something, where it'll be up there in the upper echelon that everybody's like, oh my god, this is like one of the greatest games ever made. But this game is not going anywhere anytime soon. People will be playing it for years to come. I think it does a fantastic job with the deck building, with like the worker placement. I think the river of cards that, separated by the little staff or whatever, I think it all comes together beautifully. But my absolute favorite part of this game is the little track on the side of the board where you're like taking your little magnifying glass up and like getting the tomes and stuff, and like scoring points over there. It's my absolute favorite part of the game. And I think the resource management in this game is really fun, like how you have to get like the little arrowheads and stuff and the little gems and what you spend them on. And my second favorite part of the game outside of that track, honestly, would probably be the monsters. I think the monsters in the middle also like make the game.
Yeah, and that's being a dedicated strategy, because the last time we played it, the only reason I even went to fight monsters because I found a cool artifact that let me slay monsters. So, like, the different areas of the board reinforcing other areas and like encouraging you to have a diverse area of play. It's just a really well-made game.
It is really well made, and I don't have any expansions yet, but this fits into the I will be buying the big box. I will be getting all the expansions. We will be playing this, and we will be talking about this game for years to come. Like, it's all the way up here at 25, so it obviously would take a lot of games jumping it to push it off the list, but just based off of the game itself, I have a hard time seeing a world where this doesn't stay on my list.
Yeah. And there's a lot of games in this theme, in the Indiana Jones Tomb Raider theme, and in my opinion, this is one of the very few board games that actually delivers on that theme.
No, I agree with that. In a different world of games, like nowhere the same, Ink and Gold delivers on that theme, but it's a very different game. Like, you don't even talk about that game and this game in the same world except talking about theme. But I agree with you. For especially a like crunchier game, a like actual non-party-ish game, 100%. This is the only one I've seen that really delivers on it. Yeah, Lost Ruins of Arnak.
And they're also one of the boxes that actually puts 30 minutes per player on the box. Thank you.
I appreciate when games do that as well. It's like, per player, not just 120 to 360. It's like, okay, cool. All right, 24.
My 24, that's right. I was looking at 22, it's like that one, that's not right. So my 24 is a very conceptual game, rather abstract game. It's concept. It's one of those...
I was wondering where it's going to be on your list this year. I was wondering where this is going to be for you this year.
Yeah, it's one of those emergent storytelling. You get as much out of the game as you put in. With the wrong group of people, this is a very boring game.
The more creative people you play with, the better it is. Because,
100%.
there are so many interesting ways you can do the stuff on the board, but you have to have someone with the mindset to think outside the box.
Yes. Like, on its face, you put cubes on a board to indicate aspects of a thing you're trying to communicate wordlessly. So, if that's as deep as you go, it's a very boring game. But if you're trying to communicate like something is hot, and you stack cubes on top of each other to indicate like a rising of temperature, and like, oh, there's another cube on the world, so global warming, done. That like level of lateral thinking is just, it's a transcendent moment in gaming that I don't think any other game comes close to.
Right, and like I said, with like the creativity piece of it, like the number of things you can do with just cubes on a board of things, like, something like you could literally like not even put it on like a section, if that makes sense. Let's say one of the sections, I can't remember what all they are, but let's say one of them's like temperature, but like you literally just want them to focus on like the letter T in temperature. You literally just take the cubes and circle T and be like, circling of tea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just how creative do people want to get with it? Like, like I've literally seen people, like I remember, I'll never forget this one. Somebody, they put out all their cubes or whatever. Oh, this hint, this hint, this hint, this hint. And then the people around the board are talking, trying to figure out what's going on. But there's one of the clues that like no one's like getting. So the person literally took the cubes and drew an arrow to it, like, pay more attention to this. And like they're like, it was just really funny. But yeah, it's a fun game. It probably wouldn't crack my top 200, but it has nothing to do with a bad game. It's a good game. I would reach for other stuff.
I dig it, man.
It's a good game. I would play it. Like if you brought it to game night, I'd play it. I'm just reaching for other stuff. Yeah. Okay. My number 24. A game that you really enjoyed. It was on like last list, I believe, and you did it as a direct replacement for the big version. For me, it's not a direct replacement. We haven't got to the big version yet. I like it more. But Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, Terraforming Mars the card game. I really love this one. I love the deck of cards. This one gives me the fun of Terraforming Mars without having to worry about the board. Like, I get to enjoy the cards of Terraforming Mars and how they play out, if that makes sense, without having to worry about, tile placement, without having to worry about, scoring points next to the water and having to worry about where the trees are and all this, where you literally just take the board, throw it away and go, let's just play with the cards, kind of. It kind of gives me that feeling. And I love the whole, action selection where everybody has the same actions to select from and you're trying to game whether the other person is going to play a certain card. So I just really enjoyed this one. I think it took the Terraforming Mars game/universe and perfectly put it into a deck of cards. And it's just great.
Yeah, they added a lot of layers of complexity to the cards themselves. It's not just like, oh, the board is gone and the cards are the same. Like, no, the cards do more things and they have more interaction in between themselves. It's more like Magic the Gathering, Terraforming Mars had a baby, and that makes me very happy.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And like you give the Magic the Gathering, example. Like I agree, it's got the Magic thing where it's like you tap your abilities and things like that. But I also think it kind of gives the faction-esque feeling because the different colored cards do very different things, and you almost kind of have to spec. Like, you have to go hard on green and go hard on red, whatever. Like, you can do it all, but you kind of got to pick, like, what direction you going in here?
Yeah, it does incentivize you to kind of go all in on one.
Oh, yeah, because I think the last game we played, I won, and I played, like, almost entirely green cards. Like, 90% of my cards were green.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a really fun game. I love it.
My number 23, it should be very familiar to everyone. That's because it's Lost Ruins of Arnak. We don't need to dwell on this. We just talked a lot about it. It's a very good game. It's a very fun game. The only thing I didn't say is I really like the components. The little blue arrowheads are
so good. The gems are nice too. The gems are really nice.
Yeah, the components are great.
One thing we didn't talk about, we talked about how it's got the expansions and stuff. For both of us, because we're so similar on this, 25 and 23, like we're so similar. Mm-hmm. Do you think the expansions like are going to be like a lateral movement, or do you think this will rise for us?
I think it'll be a lateral move.
You think it'll be lateral?
I think it'll stay the same. Be like, oh, that's cool. Sometimes we want it. Sometimes we want it. That's my guess.
That's fair. That's fair. I think the leaders will add a lot because anytime you like individualize a game by giving you a character, like I think it always improves the game.
Yeah, generally.
Because, I mean, like, isn't it also called Leaders, the Seven Wonders one? Like, that's by far, like, the most popular because the moment you have a character, it just gets better.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think it might rise a little bit. All right, my number 23. This is a game for our entire group, but especially, like, me and Scott. You know, we love Wingspan, and I think it was the big question of the year is how good is this going to be and where's it going to end up on the list? The 2025 release... Finspan. Number 23 is a pretty good showing. It honestly might have even rose for me once the expansions come out. Like, this is one that even next year, because, you know, this year so many things failed because I played so many good games, arguably the same thing will happen next year. I'll play some great games and stuff will fall, right? Because I'll add some stuff in. This is one that I can see rising. As soon as the expansions come out, you give me more cards, you give me like another power, an ability, something. I can totally see this going up for me. This is Wingspan light, but also not. It's definitely a lighter game, but I think this one does the thing better than Wingspan. So much better. The fact that you actually dive down going into each section of your board, you go deeper in some fish, like... You know, it's like in Wingspan, you've got the different biomes, and this one, you've got the different depths of the ocean or whatever, and the fact that you actually, on your turn, dive down the depths, I think just works really good. I think that the fact that you are more rewarded in this game every turn is also awesome, and probably my favorite part of this game, especially in the early game strategy, is having to strategically place out certain fish to activate zones. Because, like, in Wingspan, if you put a card in the egg section, you just get more eggs. Whereas in this one, if you don't put a fish in this section, you get nothing. Like, you got to put the stuff out there, and then you get to activate everything. And I think it ends up being very rewarding. And then the little fish becoming schools to score bonus points is great. And you were talking about the Everdell... berries being one of your favorite components. The eggs, the upgraded components, because, you know, they're just cardboard tiles in the base game. The upgraded eggs in this might be my favorite little squishy components, the little resin.
They're the exact same thing. Just like one has the berry fringe at the top and the
Well, the Everdell one's a little bit more eraser feeling. It's got a little bit more of that eraser type feeling. This one is very, like, gummy feeling.
Are we really going to, like, board game ASMR, like
a little bit
on the different feels?
Just a little bit, yeah. But I love it. But yeah, I mean, Finspan, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it, and yes, for those of you out there who love the big version, I like it better than Wormspan. You saw Wormspan back. I don't remember exactly what number, 70s, 80s, something like that. I love Wormspan. It's great. I have played the new expansion. For those of you who want to argue about the expansion, I played Dragon Academy. It's awesome. I love new dragons. Finspan is just great, and I love how simple it is. I can play it with, honestly, more people than I can Wingspan. The fact that this is easier than Wingspan, I can play it with even more people, just makes it that much better.
I feel like all the Span games, they've kind of gotten into a groove where they give us just enough games, like, oh, this is so great, but I really want expansions. Like, Wormspan, that was the first words out of my mouth when I, like, talked about playing it with you. I was like, I like it, but it needs something.
It needs more. Yeah. Well, and honestly, a lot of it's just variability. Like, because like in Wingspan and Wormspan both of their first expansions basically just gave you more cards and then like more like, you know, options essentially on the board and stuff like that. Whereas like the same thing I'm hoping for Finspan. Like I want multiple expansions, but I'm kind of hoping this first expansion is just like, here's more fish. They do things. They do one thing different. Here, have more fish. Like I just want more fish. Yeah. Oh. Finspan, if anybody was wondering how high it was going to be, there you go. All right, 22.
My 22 is a very old game that's new to both of us this year. We played at Origins.
Oh. No way, Alhambra.
No.
No? Old game. Rebirth?
Nope, it's 2-player only. It's Targi.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a great game.
It is a great
That's such a good game. This high?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Dang, dude.
It did all the things.
It did do all the things.
The simplicity of like claiming the intersection of your placed workers. It seemed super simple, and in practice, it was not.
It wasn't, yeah.
And it was like the track around the outside determining like the advancement in the game. Like it all just really sang. And like I've heard from other reviewers, like they've ranked it pretty highly in their 2-player only games, and now I see why.
It's a classic. When it comes to 2-player games, this is sometimes the first game people think of. Because it's such a 2-player classic. It's in that Cosmos 2-player line, which was just so iconic in board gaming in its own. Like just that Cosmos line really like those games, and Targi was for most people like the peak. And the crazy part is like I'm actually curious if it would make it rise for you. We've not played the expansion, but I'm really curious. I've heard great things. I've heard the expansion is awesome, so I'd be curious how much more we might like it with the expansion.
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It does strike me as one of those games that I really, really enjoyed once, maybe 2 or 3 times, but if I played it 20 times, I'd be like, okay, it's starting to drop now.
That's fair. I could see that. There are definitely games like that. That's like the shine goes away. But yeah, for now, I agree. It's my 115. I really enjoyed it. Didn't crack it as high for me. I think a lot of it, and this is crazy coming from me because, you know, I shout up things like Five Tribes and Shadows and stuff like that. Some of the art from that time frame in board gaming doesn't sing with me, and I didn't love the Targi art. So I'm not saying it like shot it down, but it definitely, because the art didn't drag me in, it didn't get that bump. You know what I mean? But I mean, I still really love it. It's 115. But I think I'm in a weird spot too, especially with me and you specifically. We have gone hard on 2-player games.
Yes.
And because we've played so many good 2-player games, that a medium level 2-player game for me might seem worse because I'm like, there's so many better 2-player games. Do you know what I mean? For me. So it's like, even, let's say there's a world where this would be in my top 50. But because we played so many good 2-player games, it just gets pushed further. Do you know what I mean?
I get that, but this is again me like giving them their flowers, because a game that old that sings that much for a 2-player game. There weren't a lot of great 2-player games back then.
Well, you know, the funny internet thing of like the icebergs, it's like if you want to talk about the board game community iceberg, I don't know how deep it is, but I'm not going to get into that, but somewhere on there I feel like you should have a little Cosmo 2-player line. Like that's just a thing in the board gaming iceberg. It just happened and we all enjoyed it. So yeah, Targi definitely shines for sure. My number 22 is, do I say the light version? I don't think I say the light version, but it's Scythe but not. It's Expeditions. It's not the light version, but
You're doing a completely different thing.
It's different. Yeah, I mean, I love Expeditions. It's fantastic. I love the exploration of taking your mech and revealing the different tiles. I love the different like aspects of your board where like you're doing the meteorite options, where you're upgrading your person, where you're completing quests. I love the different options in this game that you can go down strategy wise. Like we've played this multiple times at this point, and I think every single game, neither of us have done the same strategy even close. Like you're doing that over there while I'm doing this over here. But at the same time, you're dipping your toe in every single version, right? So like you're kind of not ignoring anything, but you're also like just kind of dipping the toe in everything. But for me, the thing that really sets this apart is the exploration. I love the flipping of the tiles. I love not knowing what's going to be out there, but you're looking for something. And something I thought would annoy me, but I actually enjoyed, was that you had to go to specific tiles to complete the certain quests. I thought that would annoy me, but to me that's fun to be like, oh god, I'm over here, but I gotta go over there. Okay, I can do this. Now what can I do along the way?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it gives you a real cost-benefit analysis too of like, if I complete the quest, this is out of my deck. So is it even worth me going over there to complete it, even though I could? Because I like the effect. I'm just going to keep that and not complete that quest. Like that balance was really cool.
100%. And then like also collecting the different colored workers to like do different effects is also really nice, because like early game is when you kind of collect some of your starting workers, but at the same time, you're like, if I get out into the wild first before you, I might get some extra benefits because by flipping the thing, you get the tokens, which are nice. So, like, you got to weigh the benefit. Do I try to rush out there? Do I stay and get all my workers? What am I doing? So, like, there's a lot of very interesting choices in this game, and I think it comes together very well.
Yeah, this didn't crack my top 50, and for me, it's mainly because there's not as much card mitigation as I would like. Like, if I go in whole hog, like, hey, my character is around upgrading. I see an upgrade card, I'm going to go for that upgrade card. I've got my strategy. I really want to do that strategy. I wish there was an option like, okay, there's none on the board. I'm willing to pay a lot to go digging for that deck so I can get another upgrade card because that's what's fun to me right now.
That's fair.
Because there's been plenty of games where, like, I'm in that scenario of, like, I know what my strategy is, I know what I want to do, I just don't have an option to do that anywhere on the board, so I have to pivot and do something completely different now.
See, I totally get your point. It makes perfect sense. I think that's one of the things I actually enjoy about the game is the forced pivoting, is because this game feels like to me you are rewarded for being adaptable.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I enjoy that because, like, you get the 5 cards on the board that are surrounded by the tiles, and you can choose from those cards, or certain spaces let you choose any of those 5 cards. But sometimes you're just like, oh, this card next to me doesn't help, or oh, none of these cards help, and you're like, okay, so what do I do? What's my options? And then you have to, like, figure out what's your new path. It's like, I had a path. There's a boulder in the way. Let's find a new one.
Sure.
And I enjoy that, the adaptability factor of it. Yeah, I love Expeditions.
All right, my number 21. Talked about it a lot already. We don't need to wax too much. Villainous. Ravensburger is going to keep releasing these as long as Disney is a company, so I'm here for it. Yes.
Yeah.
And they've got a deep backlog, and they're chugging along. Give me Tron, and I'll be a happy boy.
So here's a thing that come up in my brain just now. I understand that Hans was not a super beloved villain, but Frozen was so popular. Don't you feel like they're missing out on a cash cow there?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I agree for me and you. I didn't love Hans, but I feel like if you just slap the like a white grayish box, throw Hans on it, it's clearly Frozen. You can't tell me that you're not going to sell it in Walmart to a crap ton of people. I think you would.
Here's the move. The move is not make Hans the villain; it's make Elsa the villain, and make it like a reversible deck. So, like, you can play the Fate deck or you can play the villain deck. That's the move.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Because if you play the Fate deck, it's almost like you're, like, trying to save her as far as, like, you're not evil, you're the good person, but you got this ability. Oh, that would be neat.
That's the move.
But you know what I mean as far as just the cash cow? Like, if you have a box that's white and gray, it's clearly Frozen, it's got, like, the snowflakes on it, that's gonna sell. Like, on Walmart's shelf, that's gonna sell.
You're not wrong.
I also can't help but have the feeling, because this was on my list not long ago, I can't remember the number, not long ago, like a few spots ago. I can't help but have the feeling that the reason this is slightly higher for you is you always beat me.
I do beat you a lot.
You beat me a lot in this game.
It's higher because it has that factor of playability. Like, I can play this with most anybody. And especially because I can literally tell them the basic rules, which takes 5-10 minutes, hand them a booklet and go, you read now, you read this part and you do this. I'm going to be over here and I do this. That's so valuable, especially if you have more than one new player. It's like, okay, everyone do your homework, and we're going to play a game.
Well, and just for you guys, if you are curious what mine and Scott's favorite and least favorite villainous characters are, because throughout 2025 we played every single one of them, we did that video. It's over on the channel, so go check it out. We did our top 5, bottom 5 Disney villainous characters. So if you're curious, go check that video out. It's a pretty good one, I feel like. Yeah.
Close.
It's a good one. All right, my 21 falls into a group of games. Like, people can be humble all they want, but there's a truth to, like, you tend to like a game if you're just really good at it. Like, I'm just really good at this game. It works well with my brain. I really enjoy the mechanics. It's not just on here because I'm good at it. I really love the way the mechanics work, and because I do, my brain latches onto it and goes, I get it. So I'm pretty good at it. So for me, it's Foundations of Metropolis. I've only played this a few times, but I've yet to lose it, and we actually ended up scooping the board one time because I was so far ahead. But I really enjoyed this game. And the funny part is, this is Foundation Metropolis, the smaller version. I think it might be even higher if I ever get my hands on Foundations of Rome, which has better components. It's a bigger game. Not by a ton, but I just really like this game. Arcane Wonders Productions are always fantastic. They're a great company. I love the, this is something we talk about with like the rivers. I love the variable cost on the river of locations. It's like this one's $2, $3, $4, $5, but they're going to get cheaper if you leave them. But then there's always the argument of like, man, that $5 one is not that great for me, but oh my gosh, it's fantastic for Corey. So do I just drop my load and get that away from him? So you have to like argue what's better, the, you know, cost effective or keeping stuff away? You know, what are we going to do here? So I really enjoy that. And then the different buildings is what makes the game for me. The different ways they score, holding back certain buildings, waiting to see what Scott does, placing them in the perfect position, trying to claim these perfect zones to make things work out exactly how you want them to. It is nothing but a logic puzzle to the extreme, and that's what I love. I mean, I'm the type of person who watches Sudoku YouTube channels for fun because I love it. Like, that's how I work. Give me the puzzle and I'll solve it, and that's this game.
And I think this one really does something that most tile laying games don't do, and that's changing out the tiles when you upgrade and get a larger space. Because most tile laying games, you lay a tile, it does its thing, or it just sits there and makes a big block of similar tiles, and that's all it does. Here, like, as you're buying properties and you get a larger space, you can take a small one off and put a bigger one on.
That's a different kind of.
Exactly. So, like, if someone else foils your strategy of, like, okay, now I can't get the neighboring buildings I need to pivot and change the buildings, that can be critical to strategy. And I remember the first time because the very first game, that didn't click for me right away, and I thought, like, I've got Corey backed into a corner, and, like, you bought the space next to it and swapped the buildings out and, like, doubled your points. Oh, I was playing a different game, and now I realize I'm not going to win playing the game I'm playing.
There's one thing I did in a game, because, you know, you just remember those plays, especially ones you're proud of. I remember a play I made in the game we scooped, where... Yeah, that was a rough one for y'all. Where I had a position on the board or whatever where Scott was trying to stop me a little bit. And I was like, I built my strategy in that portion of the board that Scott couldn't do anything. He could either continue to let things go the way they were, and I would not swap my thing, and I would score a ton of points. Or if he decided to do the thing that would stop me, I could just swap it, and I would score a ton of points. So I was like, I left him in a lose-lose situation that's like, it doesn't matter what you do, I'm scoring a ton of points.
Yes, and scoring a ton of points every round from there to the end of the game. So I looked at the other player and said, this is what's about to happen. Do you want to continue playing?
Yeah.
We both went, I actually don't.
Yeah.
And so we didn't.
I actually think we got like barely halfway through. I think it's 4 rounds off the top of my head. I think we scooped after round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bloodbath.
It was a fun game. Like, it's a fun game though. Like, yes, that kind of thing can happen. And also, I got a little bit of luck in that game. But I mean, I strategized really well too. But it's just that I really, really enjoy this game because for me, it's the logic puzzle. You give me a puzzle, I'll solve it. That's my thing. All right, and that's our 30 through 21. Let us know down in the comments what you guys thought about it. What was your favorite game? What did you disagree with? Do you think we're crazy about something? But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I love doing this every year. It's one of my favorite times of the year is doing this Top 100. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
23.
You have to have it? You has it because I gave it back to you.
I put it up. I forgot it did.
Now let's put it down here. Pretend it was in one.
None of that happened. We totally didn't have to do that.
Editing.